Thank you, Surbhi, for inviting me uh, to share some thoughts with all of you. You guys are doing very well. And I think by the time the new year rolls in, the new you would roll out of this factory. So, so please tell everybody to expect something dramatic. The launch of the new iPhone. It's not going to be the launch of the new iPhone, but it's going to be the launch of the new I. That's what you have to tell everybody in your house, in your friends, everywhere. And once you tell them, that will increase your resolve to make this launch as beautiful as it can be. So you got great engineer with you, which is her name is Surbhi, and she is going to polish your new car, new iPhone, whatever you're going to launch, like nobody's business. So just be excited and go forward. So, what I would like to talk today about is something which is going to increase your um, results over here. It's going to help Surbhi achieve even better results with all of you. And that is the power of gratitude. Now, gratitude as such has been quite bandied a lot. There are a lot of YouTube videos on it, a lot of books on it, and everything is there. But you have everything out there, but still not understand it so that you can like implement it in your life is something else. You knew all about good diet and everything, but until you could implement everything here under Surbhi's guidance, you couldn't do anything. So let us help you out with gratitude. Why gratitude? So gratitude actually increases your happiness levels. It has been found very well. If you were to take an online happiness test, we have a number of them, but if you want, we can give you a link. You do your test right now and do your test again after 15 days. After practicing regular gratitude, you will see that your scores really go up. So that is pretty clear. It also leads to a stronger immune system, which is also very interesting because ultimately a stronger immune system is the one which is going to repair your gut, is going to take care of your cravings and make you strong and healthy in face of any kind of disease or disability. So gratitude can really have a marked effect on you. So they did a study once upon a time. They did a study where they took three groups of people, men and women combined, equal proportion, and they gave them three different tasks. So the first group was told to write everything down every day before they went to bed about what has gone wrong in their life. And they were to write just 5 lines. Now they wanted to write 50 lines, but they were allowed only 5 lines, right? Because everybody feels that I have so many things going wrong, right? So that was easy for them. The second group was told to write about gratitude, the things they felt grateful for in their life. Every day, 5 lines, right? And the third group was told to write something neutral, nothing about good, nothing about bad. They could write about the weather, they could write about whatever they wanted to write is happening around the world, but nothing concerning their life. So then they analyzed all these three after some time. I think 6 months was the period when we did this. And they found that those guys who had been practicing gratitude were much happier. They had better physical health. That is interesting. So they had better physical health, they had better sleep, and overall their approach to life was much better. They did not have much stress as well. So this study completely solidified the idea that gratitude is really useful. So how do you practice gratitude? So what you can do is you can have a journal and you can write down at least 3 things to be grateful for every evening before you go to sleep. Or if you forget, then make it up in the morning when you get up, because we do forget most of the time. Then you can also start writing thank you messages to the universe. How do you do that? I mean, you can't write a thank you message to a tree, but you can certainly write a thank you message to everybody else who understands those messages. And the best way to write them is on WhatsApp, right? Thank you for being there. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for whatever you want to thank them. They may not have done anything at all, or they may have done something for you, but just go out of your way to write thank you messages to them, either through notes or on WhatsApp messages or on your Facebook or wherever you want to write. So once you go into that practice of expressing thanks to everybody else, you also soon start expressing thanks to things which really don't understand these messages, like the sun, like the sunlight, like the breeze, and everything else that is there in your life. Right? So that is one more thing you can do. So problem is, why is it that people have difficulty in expressing gratitude? And how do we surmount that? So the simple fact is, in this Western world where we have mostly the things that we need, we are all economically, financially pretty much okay. So we feel that we take everything for granted. We feel that we are like entitled. And then once we think all of these things we are entitled already, then we are having trouble looking for things to be grateful for. And we find things like, hey, my mother-in-law didn't speak to me well. Why should I be grateful for? So, as a karke, then you get all kinds of problems in life where you start to take things for granted that you have, and then you look for things that you don't have, and you are pretty much disturbed because of them. So, how can you be grateful in that disturbed situation? Right? So, what you have to understand is this, that there is always something good in your life. There's always, no matter what situation you are having, there's always something good in your life. There are numerous instances in history when people have been through bad accidents. They have broken number of bones in the body. They have been on the bed for 6 months, 1 year. They couldn't walk. They are put into a wheelchair for years and years. But they're still living. They are still there. So there is always something to be good if you look for the good. So that is the truth. I mean, you find me one person who this does not apply to, right? Even if you have that horrible mother-in-law, and even if your husband doesn't care for you, and he's always late when coming home, and if your children are always messing up the living room, you still have something good in your life. I don't have to tell you what, right? So no matter how much you crib, there's always something good in your life. So that is the first step. The second step is that the source of this goodness is outside you, right? Now, normally we all say that happiness is your own birthright, it is inside you, and you feel that, and you don't need the outside world for happiness. Now we will turn this around. We'll say that the source of this goodness is actually outside you, because it is the things that you are interacting with, is the air that you are breathing, is the water that you are drinking, is the sunshine which is giving you life, and then it are all the other things in your life. The roof over your head, the chair you are sitting on, is all outside you. So all this good is outside you. So once you understand these two things, there is enough to be grateful for, isn't it? Think about that.
Yep.
Right? So once you reframe everything, you will see that gratitude is something like an iceberg, I mean, a very small part of your life is visible. And when you look at that visible part for all the goodness in your life, you don't find much there. You only find wanting. I want this, I want that, I want to lose so much of weight, and I want to look like Surbi, and so on and so forth. But go beyond that and go deeper, and you will find that the deeper, or 90% of the iceberg, which is below the water, not visible, has all the goodness there. So think about your life as the iceberg and be grateful for the whole iceberg, the whole life. Then you can't just stop. You have to continue to write your notes of gratitude all the time. So, see, the thing is that some people have everything, but they feel that they have nothing. Some people have nothing actually, but they are happy. They feel they are fine with it. It is all a matter of attitude. It's all a matter of perspective. And so we have to change this paradigm and we have to relook at how our lives are functioning. Finally, a few thoughts about why at this time. Why are we practicing gratitude, starting practicing gratitude in the most focused manner when we are entering the deep spring? So, when you are entering deep spring, you are entering a period where a lot of the kind of goodies in your diet have been taken away by Surbi, right? So at that time, you can probably look at those things which are not available to you right now and feel flustered, feel a little bit frustrated. Or you can look at the other things which are available, like plenty of greens, a lot of water, a lot of green juice, and this group, and be grateful for it. So once you change your attitude and you start becoming grateful, things will start to change. Your body will calm down, your cravings will go away, and you will feel so peaceful. And once you start feeling peaceful, the fat cannot stay. Note that down. Once you start feeling peaceful and happy from inside, the fat just will not stay with you. It will just start getting metabolized, and your switch will happen faster than ever. So those are my few thoughts about gratitude. You can also write letters of gratitude if you want. If you want to go extra, you can start writing a letter of gratitude to others. And definitely all the other things that I've talked about, but do start the journal right away.
Anilji, so grateful. Let me start my gratitude towards you, and for such a beautiful discourse, such practical, logical, step by step way that we can put it into our life. And again, get ready for some miracles in your life, guys. This is too good. I mean, what do you need? You don't need anyone for this to be done, right? Not even green vegetables, right? All you need is to just feel grateful for things and see what magical chemicals can be start producing in your bodies. So thanks,
Sumit,
dear.
Sumit,
Yes,
Sumit
Sumit ji
wants to
has a
say something.
question for you.
Jai Hind, Dr. Nalji. So, as you said, like the gratitude. So, the meditation which you also told about last
Yes,
time, in the
yes,
last 2 minutes, we are doing the gratitude part. So,
yes,
is it
absolutely.
on the top of that, or that should be enough?
Yeah. So we had introduced it on the slide, on the little bit 2 minutes. We had done that so that it started already, but now we are doing it in a more focused way. So you do that 2 minutes of definitely with meditation, and but otherwise as well, do it for whatever time you can take out separately, so that your mind gets trained toward gratitude in a conscious way. Another thing, obviously, is very interesting is the the Magic Kingdom thing. Where you take out your health goals, look at the health goals, and feel grateful that this has happened. Feel yourself like that. Feel yourself to be having lost so many pounds. Feel yourself having glowing skin, and look at it and feel gratitude. So the feeling of gratitude has to be there, and then see what happens in this program.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Anilji. I'm grateful to you.
Thank you. I'm grateful to
And
you for listening to me.
of course, always we learn so much from you and Surbi. It's a big thing for us.
So before I go, let me tell you again, because I'm here for a short time, that all of you who are on the fence who have not decided to come to the retreat are doing yourself a real big disservice. Those of you who have actually come to the retreat have been, their eyes have become wide like this, their minds have opened up completely, and their minds are clear. By the time the 2 days are finished, They feel, hey, we are a new person, and we feel so blessed. I think people who have done the retreat here, Chinmay is there. She can talk about it. Aditi Rathod ji is there, and she, I think, was in a retreat. So, Chinmay and Aditi, how was it? Just 2 lines. Vijay ji
Good
is
evening,
always
sir.
there. Aditi ji.
So, as you said, the retreat was an eye-opening experience. You know, it was during the retreat with you when this concept of, when Surbi said you should just do it and, achieve, go ahead of your You said that not to be afraid, overcome your fears and your message 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go. I will not repeat because people might join, but all those have helped me. And especially, I was just telling Surbi today this technique, the zero limit technique. We had gone for this trek with Bani. So the Hemkund Sahib was very difficult for me. I thought I'll take the khacher and do it. And every khacher wala was telling me, Madam, ghoda le lo. And I told them ki nahi. And the whole track I did by, all the 4 things I kept on repeating and repeating in my head. And I reached the summit and I could do it. So the retreat was very good. Retreat is good. And many times in my life when I feel, very depressed or forlorn or we think, so it helps. And still, I should not say, but this I was doing my Diwali safai and that envelope you had given us, na, the yellow one with the things. It is lying just on bedside table only. So I just kept it back. I'll just read it tonight. So it's still lying. I can show you. I'll turn that camera and it is there. So it is
Right,
there.
right.
So you said 2 lines only. I'll not take much time. So people
No, no,
should do
that's
it.
all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
So now
Huh.
tell us
And I
about the
wanted to do
thing
it
that.
again, and I'll do it again, but this time I could not make it. My misfortune, but it has to be
Anilji,
done.
she just told me in the morning she wants to come to New York to do the retreat.
Yeah, Ajay is here only, you know. Ajay, could you please? Can I call him?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah, please.
Ajay, he was just saying कि हम लोग न्यूयॉर्क जाके करते हैं.
Hi Ajay, बिल्कुल आ जाइए, हम लोग साथ
Look
में ही
at the
चलते हैं यहाँ
spirit.
से.
Sir, अभी हमारा budget नहीं है. We have traveled a lot this year. Next year we'll do it.
Yeah,
Okay, guys, thank you.
Aditi, can you share about the thing about the hypnosis? The hypnosis, what happened to that thing which you were struggling with? Because
Yeah,
that is a very cute story.
yeah. Actually, basically, I was having problem with somebody, so I cannot name it. So it was a very big emotional burden with me. But after the hypnosis, till today, I'm okay with it. Matlab, I could not be in the same room with the person and something, but now I'm okay with it. I can smile, I can talk. So it helped me a lot.
So how does it make you feel? Does it make you feel very liberated, very
It
free?
does. Yes, sir. It
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
So what happens is when we brood about something continuously every day, even if for 15 minutes, think about the energy and think about the time that we lose over the whole year about brooding about something. Brooding doesn't cause any progress at all. You remain where you are, only you're losing your life completely. What we do here is 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, we give you back your 15 minutes every day for the rest of your life. Nothing will bother. And Aditi is an example, prime example, who did this 30-minute session with us in March, which is like 6 months. And she still is fine. And she is absolutely no grudges at all against anybody at all. So we are having something which is very powerful, and nothing else can come near it. And so I once again request you, not because we are doing it, because if I was in your shoes, I would have rushed. I would have dropped everything and gone. That is what I do all of my life. And if I am convinced about something, I will move mountains, but be there. So please try to come. It is in your own backyard, and take advantage. Right? Chinmay, would you want to say something?
Yes, the retreat was very helpful in making me more calm. Like now, I don't get very perturbed with any situation which I face. Earlier, I would really get very worked up about things. मतलब life में कुछ ना कुछ तो होता ही रहता है which you don't like. So I would get very disturbed, and for days that chatter would go on in my mind. But now I think I am able to handle my situations more calmly.
So
That's
so
what
your
I have got
happiness
from
level,
there.
your happiness and peace levels have changed.
Yeah, much, quite a
Much
lot.
changed.
Yeah.
therefore Colonel Mishra के भी happiness और peace level change हो गए होंगे.
Hopefully, yes.
So see, this is how it multiplies. ना एक जना retreat करता, the whole family changes. Whole family sees the benefit. So
Yeah, that's there. Because if
fantastic.
I'm shouting at everyone, then the whole atmosphere in the house is like, disturbed.
Yeah. So देखो कहीं ना
Yeah,
किसी ना
that's
किसी
it.
को तो somebody has to take the initiative and change. हम बोले नहीं, I am not going to change, my husband is going to change, or my son is going to change, then the things will just not happen. Everybody will
Yeah.
remain stuck where they are, but you just take responsibility and change yourself and then see what
Yeah.
happens. That is amazing. The final words with Vijay Mishra ji, our patron and who was also in the retreat.
I can only tell Doctor one thing. If you have to see heaven, you have to die. So you have to work for it. So if you want to see heaven, please do this retreat.